Well, hello. Well, if you've already seen this video, you know what a fantastic location Rome is. But I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you how to get some really fantastic photographs. And you can too, so come along with me. Oh, not only that, but we're going to show you how we got from where the cruise ship docks into Rome via train. That's an experience not to be missed. Ooh.
Buongiorno, come stai? Andiamo via Roma. Civitavecchia. That's where you dock if you take a cruise ship to Rome. Here is a trip you might want to try, especially if you like to be adventurous and freewheeling. As long as you don't mind an hour or two on the train, it's very economic and can be fun. You must research it though and have a good idea of where you're going. Notes and maps are highly recommended. You do tend to see more of the actual country. Not always good, but you can get a feel for what it's like. Yes, we have arrived in Rome, and it was quick and easy to take the subway. Very similar to subways everywhere, intimidating and full of graffiti. We came out right in front of the Colosseum, and yes, it was full of tourists everywhere. I was shooting from the hip immediately. I also noticed there was access to the road on the high ground behind me. I wanted a wide and clear view and went straight up the steps to get these photographs. Making sure to check the direction of the sun so the shadows weren't too heavy. The result? Some great pictures of the Colosseum with no people. What a bonus that was. Well, here we are in Rome, the Colosseum. 38 years since I was here last. It's not changed a bit. A few more pictures here. And a few more there. Just a few more. Honest, darling, honest. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime trip, and in my book you can never take too many pictures. Certainly not in such a great location as this. Eventually we made our way down to the other side, and we were amongst all the tourists again. Now you can even get a few pictures through the side of the gates. Inside the Colosseum right now. Well, we did consider going inside, but with the long queues, time was really against us. After all, the views on the outside were far more enticing. Just take a look at some of these. Lots of arches, creating great frames for your picture edges. I could have spent a week there. But you have to consider who you're traveling with. And your friends have to have a lot of patience. So consider them while you're taking your pictures. Also outside was the Arch of Constantine, requiring a few pictures. And with careful placement, you could even include the Colosseum in the view. A few hundred yards down the road is the Vittorio Emanuele II monument, pompously picturesque, built in 1935. Now that's not quite old enough compared to the rest of ancient Rome, but it's still a nice view. And now the surprise package. Yeah, we walked right past at first and then realised and doubled back, and we nearly missed it altogether.
Okay, we've been looking for the Trevi Fountain. we've come to this area here with lots of people, so we're assuming this is it. We were expecting a huge fountain in a big open area. Well, that's what it looks like when you see it on the movies anyway. So let's see, shall we? Just follow me.
People everywhere, in every nook and cranny.
Okay, well, this is it. Not quite what I was expecting.
As you will see, despite this volume of people, I did manage some very nice photographs of the Trevi Fountain. What a great place.
Let's go around the other side.
I don't think I've ever seen this many tourists in one place, especially when I've been trying to take photographs. It was certainly a challenge. Did we succeed? I don't know, you tell me. The secret was to use a wide-angle lens and get right down to the front by the water's edge. Looking up will of course distort the angle, but you could always straighten that up later. And here it is. My straightened view. What do you think? Looks okay to me. The alternative would have been to go further away and use a telephoto lens, but there was way too many people in the way. The Spanish Steps offered a similar challenge, but the people were more spread out. I was able to carefully choose my angles to thin out the amount of tourists in the actual image. And a little patience, of course. Again, using the wide angle made the people look smaller in the picture. Always remember that. From halfway up, it was even better, and I managed what I call an acceptable amount of people in the picture for the location. Of course, the White Church is, after all, a meeting place, and it's one of the most popular in Rome. Plaza de España. Pretty good day despite the tourists. Hey, wait a minute, I was a tourist. Just at the bottom of these steps was the place where English poet John Keats lived. Although we didn't realise at the time, and we definitely should have researched it a bit more. I told you at the beginning, research. I'm sure I've seen these views in a few films, especially the fountain of the old boat in the foreground. We were within a moderate walking distance of the Vatican at this point, but unfortunately we were running out of time. So that was it. There was a tube station entrance just around the corner, and getting back to Central Station was pretty easy. But it was a bit of a hike getting to the train. One stop from Rome Centre is the Vatican, so you can get to both areas if you wish, but you need to move a little quicker than we did. Here is the last picture I took from the train window as we went past St. Peter's Basilica in the Vatican. Finally, our last comments of the day.
This is Estelle. And Wayne.
And this is Wayne.
Thoroughly hot. Absolutely knackered. I haven't got the energy to do anything at this point. On a train. Hopefully heading back to the ship.
A day in Rome. hang on. Only half a day in Rome. We couldn't manage a whole day.